What's going on, everybody? We are here with our Final Four results show. Super excited. Steph, the little
Hey,
extraordinaire, how are you?
doing great. How about you?
I can't complain at all. I can't complain. How was your week?
Good. Hey, you got out of the heat.
I did get out of the heat, which was nice. I went up and saw Dad up in Durango, just like outside of Durango, and it was crazy because it rained and rained and rained and like crazy thunderstorms, which was amazing. I loved every bit of it, but it was definitely something that I haven't seen a lot. It actually rained here while we were gone. It rained in Phoenix, but yeah, it was super nice to get out of the weather. It was nice to see my dad. I don't get to see him as often as I want. So I was able to get up there and hang out and just kind of relax. We walked along the Animas River and kind of did some fun stuff. So super cool. Yeah, it was
I
good to
enjoyed looking at your pictures and everything was so green and I almost felt the cool air through your pictures. It was very
The
nice.
whole so here's what's interesting, and I forget this. I mean, we go up and see them, once a year or once every other year or whatever. And what's 80 degrees up there seems like 90 to 95 because the air so much thinner. Those UV rays just kick your. I'm as you can see, I'm bright red. But it was super nice. Like you get in the shade and it's amazing. And so like he's got a nice cabin up there. And so like when it was in the shade, it was amazing. But it was warm in the sun. But yeah, it with all the rain that they've gotten, it is super green up there, which is great because now they're gonna have fireworks up there for the first time in like 4 years because
Oh, no.
it's been so dry they just couldn't do fireworks for so many years. So now they're able to do some fireworks and do some different things. So that'll be fun. I'm
Yay.
looking forward to seeing those pictures and kind of all that stuff. But yeah, it was great. It was great to get out of town. And then we're actually gonna hightail. We're gonna here for a day. We're here for today. We flew in this morning, which was a kind of a disaster, but we don't need to get into that right now. And then we fly out on Thursday to do a little fireworks in San Diego. Go watch a D-backs game and go over there and actually watch fireworks when it's not 130 degrees. So
So you're going to a Diamondbacks game in
Friday.
California.
Yeah, we're gonna get to go to Friday. We're going to the Padres play the Diamondbacks play the Padres this weekend. So we're gonna go
Okay.
to the D-backs game on Friday. Yeah, it should be fun. So what do you got, Dan? Get into yeah.
Gosh,
I know. I know.
do
Just
it.
yeah. No one wants to know about my trips. I get you. All right. Well, let's. Being that Dan wants to get into it, let's appease the man. All right. So let's go to here. Okay. So here's our bracket. As we know, it's been a long road, but we are rolling through here. So we have Chicago versus Florida. So Chicago comes out of the cities bracket. We have Bruno Mars comes out of the continents and outer space bracket. Little River Band, the Little River that could, is coming out of the potpourri bracket. And we have the states and countries Flo Rida beating
Low
Alabama. And what I thought was an upset. I thought
right.
that was a little bit of an upset. So I was surprised by that. So where we're at. And so let's get into here. So we have Chicago versus Flo Rida, which was a tough matchup. And then Bruno Mars versus Little River Band. And the winner of these will go to the championship to see who is the best band with a location name. Steph, let's talk a little bit quickly about Chicago, Flo Rida. Who
We
did
have to,
you vote for? And
well,
who do you?
I had a shaky hand when I was voting
Okay.
because I think I told you it was like nostalgia on both of
Yep.
them versus my music of choice. So it's like, which do you go with? What I like to listen to, what is tied to my heartstrings, right? So, do I say who I voted for? Like, is that like saying who you voted for president?
This is as serious stuff.
I
This is
know.
probably as serious
I
as
mean,
the
there's no
presidential campaign at
Supreme
this
Court
point.
justices on the line here, but I feel like it is as important.
Okay, well, let's go ahead. We'll let you keep that. We'll let you keep that private a little bit, but um, let's get into, at least if nothing else, let's get into the percentages. What was the percentages of Chicago and Flo Rida?
So, oh shoot, you know what? I pulled up the wrong one. Hold on. Hold the phone.
Okay.
Technical difficulties here,
Uh-oh.
but but it was somewhere in
Ballpark.
I remember seeing this email, Chris, and I sure thought I had it pulled up, but maybe our IT department can help with this. But it was this one was closer than Bruno Mars, but it was like 57%, I want to
Ooh,
say.
okay, so it's close.
It was somewhere under 60%. I know, Dan, I've disappointed our IT department.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Well, let's get into it here. The montage, well, it's not even a montage.
Wait, Chris,
Oh, yes.
who did you vote for?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna keep it
Okay, wait.
in house, that's fine.
On three, we both say who we voted for.
Deal.
Okay.
All right. 3,
Ready? 1,
3, 2.
two.
Oh, you're going 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Oh, I go 1,
3.
2. 1, 2, 3.
Chicago.
Flo Rida.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we're split here, which is, which makes it fun. I respect that. Yeah, I'm going. I went with Chicago again. I've talked about the nostalgia of Chicago, middle school, high
Yeah.
school. That was Peter Cetera, Karate Kid, the whole deal. All right, let's see what the masses chose.
Oh,
Who
what does choose?
they went with. Chicago is the winner.
Everybody needs a little time away.
How could you not vote for this? Middle school band, a middle school dance. There's so many good songs.
You know our love was meant to be.
Yes, I'm telling. I've said it before. It's Delilah. KEC, baby.
It's a case of long distance dedication.
Oh, absolutely.
And I want you here with me.
There
Somebody.
was a college.
We talked about Glory of Love. Went ahead and that was Karate Kid. What were you saying? No, you got cut off a little bit during the little music.
I was just saying we had a local college radio station that we used to call in dedications. So you would like listen to the radio to see
Yes.
if your beau would call you in a song.
Yeah, I loved. Yeah, that was always a big thing. Classy. That was always a big thing. Is like, could you get on the radio and dedicate the song? But again, that was back when you had to like hope to God she was listening,
Yeah.
or you had to like call her and be like, "Hey, listen to KEZ," and then if he doesn't go through, then the girl's like, why the hell did I listen to KEZ for an hour and a half, listening to all these dedications about people that like lost a leg and like all these sad ass stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Chicago beats Flo Rida. And yeah, Flo Rida is super fun, lots of fun songs. But again, Chicago, I mean, it's just hit after hit after hit after hit. And again, it's also like who's voting had probably something to do with like who won that. So remember, we still get to vote for the championship, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But now let's head over to the other side of the bracket, which is Bruno Mars, who is the number 2 seed in the Continents and Outer Space bracket, versus the Little River Band, which I'm calling the Little River that could, because they are a 7 seed coming out of that bracket, just kicking the hell out of everybody in their way. And the question is do they go ahead and continue and beat Bruno Mars and get into the championship? Who I know. Okay, so let's go with this matchup. This was a tough one for you. You love both these people.
Yep, I do. And yeah, I love both of them. They're both on my playlist. And yeah, Little River Band, as you know, is one of my father's favorites. So
yes,
So this was another like handshaking as I pushed my vote button, Chris. 'Cause you
Breaking
only
news,
get
and
oh
Little River Band will be here in September. So just for the
September.
announcements.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, this one was a tough one for you. And whoops, like that. Do you want to say who you voted for, or you want to let this one slide?
Well, I voted for Bruno Mars.
Holy hell, your dad is gonna disown you.
No, I'm gonna be out
I
of
know
the
he's
list.
gonna
The
he's
cat
he's
is
in like he's camping somewhere. Just know that I can get that inheritance. I too, I will say I went with Little River Band.
you. Oh, I thought you were
Weird.
gonna. You said I too, so I thought, oh, geez, did you vote for Bruno Mars?
I know. I went ahead. I went with Little River Band. I think Bruno Mars is vastly overrated. I've said this before. It's my hot take of the whole bracket. Um, and by the way, we are live on Instagram tonight, which is super fun. So for all the people watching on Instagram, thanks for joining us. And Ryan, Cowboy Ryan, has joined us in
Yeah.
Instagram. Oh, he just threw over to I think he just threw over to YouTube. So unfortunately, he commented, but you can't, unfortunately, on Instagram, the comments don't come over. So, but Ryan has joined us over in YouTube, and I heard there's a Little River on Mars. That is true. But he also put in there that he thought it was Karate Kid Part 2 was Peter Cetera. And I will say that I am not going to dispute that. Ryan is quite good at things like that. Yeah, so even my wife on Instagram said I support the choice step. Well, let's see who the masses voted for. Let's see who the masses voted for. Was it Bruno Mars, aka Overrated Boy, versus the Little River Band?
Can I tell you the percent was somewhere in the neighborhood of 60% to the winner. So it was like 63%, 64%, something.
Now I'm intrigued. Now I am intrigued. All right, let's see who won.
Okay.
Drum roll, please. Perfect. No, Little River Band.
Dreaming of the night. Would it turn out right? How to tell you, girl? Look around you. Look up here. Take time to make time to be there.
Great little song.
They have a need to rock and roll. They always will. They're out there still. There's a night house. Move on. There's a heart of the night out calling. You care. Hang on.
Yes.
Help the night its way. I'll be there as fast as I can.
All right, and we have some dissension. We have Megan. Boo. She says, "Oh, well, I'm assuming that you voted and that you went with Bruno Mars." And look, I know I'm on an island by saying he's overrated, but just saying 60% of the world said that their Little River Band's better than Bruno Mars.
Wait a minute, the world.
Well, I mean, I don't know the people that voted. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we're going with.
There it is. Well,
So
you can tell the genre that our viewers prefer.
we're older. Yeah, that sucks. There's no other way. I think it was. Look,
girl!
Look,
if it was rigged, Bruno would have won.
Right. Well, here.
If it was rigged, this would be a Bruno Flo Rida matchup.
Oh, I thank you, Ryan. Here's the deal. If this thing is rigged, we're going all the way back to Bruce Springsteen's, and I can even go back to Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Yeah, I'm still bitter about Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Yeah, we're all going to have to deal with that, unfortunately. But let's get to our bracket to kind of see where we're at. Okay, here we are. Well, it's been a while, but we are now at our championship, Chicago versus Little River Band, which is got to be a tough one for you, Steph, because you love both of those.
I do. What is
Yes.
what is he referencing there?
I don't even know. I don't even know. We don't need it. We don't need to get into. We don't need to get into things. Carol Pacos, don't question the outcome of this vote. Yes, yes. I know. See, yeah, we get into voting when we got to stay away from that a little bit. But Chicago versus Little River Band. What do you got, my man? Oh, my man.
Well,
Sorry, my woman.
You were channeling Ryan there. I could tell.
Well, I was looking at his comment. But okay, so Little River Band versus Chicago. What do you got?
It could go either way. With our voting public here, now it's really going to come down. I don't know who they'll pick. I know who I'll pick, but I don't know who they'll pick, Chris.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Just the thing about this one, which is interesting, is it is the same genre. So it's a
Yeah.
different type of music, but it's the same time frame. So it's
Yeah.
you're still looking at 70s, 80s, 90s,
Nah,
which
70s, 80s.
yeah, you're right. You're right. So there definitely is nostalgia when it comes to both of these bands.
Yeah.
Whereas in like it would have been interesting if it was Flo Rida versus Bruno Mars, or even just any one of those where you'd have something more in the last 20 years to 30, 40 years ago, which is insane that I have to actually say that. So I'm super intrigued by that. I mean, I've been pretty stunned on my love of Chicago. So I don't think I need to go away from that at all. And I think Chicago takes this one, but I think it'll be super close because there's a lot of Little River Band fans. They've been rolling through things pretty heavily in this one. So I think it'll be really, really close. I'm super excited to see how many people we have vote. We try to get record number of voters on this one to try to see. But I think when you're just talking one matchup, this one probably is probably the one that people have been looking forward to for a little while.
I agree.
You know,
So
and
we were gonna do our final show. When are we doing our final show?
we're gonna do our final show next week. I think we said next. What do we say?
Sunday?
Next Sunday. Yeah, we're gonna do it
Sunday.
Sunday. I get back on Saturday. We're gonna roll this thing on Sunday at 6:30. So Sunday evening.
So we've got 5 days. Oh,
Thank you.
well,
That's right.
I
That's
mean,
right.
I am a home buyer, Ryan. I am a home buyer recently, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Flo
I will
Rida,
take.
I would
That's
have
right.
liked
Hey,
it,
look.
but
Look, if you're a home buyer and you like Bruno Mars, God bless you. I will play Bruno Mars when we show homes. Like I
you
have
will
no
still
problem.
represent us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll even play freaking Flo Rida if it's a home buyer. That's their music. Like, you know what? We're big Flo Rida fans. Be like, I'll be damned. I got a playlist with them in it. Let's go. I have one for the people, Steph. I can make that work.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I think we're Sunday night, 6:30. We're gonna roll this thing out,
Yep.
which is the last one, and this is season 3, which is crazy to think that we've been doing this. This is now our 3rd year that we've done a bracket, and we're almost done with it, which is nuts. And we'll have to get ready for season 4 here coming up.
Yep. So spread the word, right? With voting.
Yeah, I don't know if our tech extraordinaire is here. Yes, there you right on cue. That man, I'm telling you, he is special.
He
Um,
reads minds.
Yeah, so here's the link to go to. Let
Can you
me
show us what that
try. Yeah, so
You
I'm
know
gonna
what I
go.
When you show us, when you take us to your website and you
Yeah.
show us how to vote, I love that little, I don't know what you call it, down at the bottom where I get to see all your happy home buyers and sellers. Makes me real happy, Chris.
Yes. Yes, I agree. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and share this screen. Let's go to entire screen. Let's go to here. Here we are. And speaking of that, right on cue stuff. There it is. That's my Julie that got that beautiful home. Oh, there we go. Let's scroll down. So yeah, here's all our favorite fun people that we got to do. These are super fun. Some of the people I've helped along the way. We need to update that a little bit too. Talk to my IT guy. But right here on the summer bracket, just go ahead and click right here, right above, see what your current home's worth. And all we have to do now is one little guy. Which one do we do? Chicago versus Little River Band. Who are we going with? Chicago or Little River Band? Just hop on the website. Let's vote. Again, my goal is, let's say 40. My goal is 40 people. I think that'd be a really good number to be able to get a true sense of what the masses think. But yeah, let's hop on the website and be good to go. Oh, there's my Instagram. There's all the people on Instagram. So yeah, should be a fun little. Here we go. Should be a fun week. I'm looking forward to it. And then I think what time the voting's going to end on Saturday or Friday?
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, voting ends on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Saturday afternoon, the voting will end, and then we'll get a good example of who won this bad boy, and we'll have our champion, which will be super fun. Steph, as always, I thank you every time that you come on here. Number one co-host extraordinaire, 100%. And then we'll wrap this bad boy up on Sunday, and then we'll go for the next one.
Can't wait to see who our public chooses.
That's right. It's right. And it's July 1st, which is crazy that it's already July 1st. It's nuts. So stay cool, Steph. Be safe, and we will see you on Sunday. All right. Take care.
Enjoy your trip.
Thank you. Have some good stories.